Section 3.2 is about area and perimeter of triangles. So we're going to go ahead and look at the two formulas, and if you remember, you can always find these formulas on your formula sheet. So the formula for area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. The perimeter, we'll say it is A plus B plus C, where A, B, and C are representing, well, that's really bad. All right, so A, B, and C represent the lengths of the sides of a triangle. All right, that's a little bit better. So A, B, C. So instead of just remembering that formula, like we always said, all we have to do is simply add the sides. Another little side note, it says the longest side is always located across from the largest angle. Okay, so our first example, it says find the area and perimeter of the triangle below. So they said area first. I'm just going to go ahead and do area first. So area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. The base of the triangle is 7.5, so I have 1/2 times 7.5. Now the height is from the vertex straight down to the other side, also known as the altitude. So the height in this case is 2.2. So if we go ahead and multiply all that together, we get that the area of the triangle is 8.25 millimeters squared. Now for a perimeter, we're going to add up all the sides, so that's my 3.8, my 7.5, and my 4.9. That 2.2 is the height. That's not on the outside of the triangle, so we don't include that. So we do 3.8 plus 4.9 plus 7.5. Adding them all up, we get that the perimeter is 16.2 millimeters. All right, so those two things you guys have probably been doing for a while now. So we're going to challenge ourselves just a little bit here in these next couple examples, using those formulas but in a slightly different way. So for example 2, it says find the perimeter if the area is 216 feet. So we have to find the perimeter, and to find the perimeter we add up all the sides. So 18 plus 30 plus, and then this side we don't know. So we could look and say, okay, well maybe that 216 should be substituted in for P. But if you look at it closely, it says the area is 216. So we don't want to substitute that in for P. So let's see what the area formula is. The area formula is 1/2 base times height. The base we don't know. The height we do know is 18, but don't forget they did tell us the area, so 216. So we get 216 is equal to 9B, and then divide both sides by 9, we get that B is 24. So this side is 24 feet. We can now substitute that into our perimeter. So 18 plus 30 plus 24, and we find that the perimeter is 72 feet. All right, for example 3, this one's slightly different again. It says if the perimeter of the triangle is 84 feet, find the value of x and the measure of angle D. All right, so perimeter, we add up all the sides. So we see one side is 2x, but they don't tell us any of the other sides. But we do see these congruent marks in the triangle. So that means all the sides are the same. So this is an equilateral triangle. So every side is 2x. Now, I don't have P or X, so let's reread the problem. Hopefully they told me one or the other. It says if the perimeter is 84 feet. So 84 is going to go in for P. I'm going to add up all my x's. So 84 is equal to 6x. Divide both sides by 6. And we get that x is equal to 14. Okay, so that is one of our answers. We found that. But now they're asking us to find D. And this is sort of a little side note. We will get into this in a lesson or two. But the sum of all of the angles of a triangle is 180. All of them. So since this is an equilateral triangle, it means all the angles are also going to be equal. So we would take 180 and divide it by 3 since they're all equal. So we know the measure of angle D is 60 degrees. So in every equilateral triangle, every angle measure is 60 degrees. All right, the second part of today's lesson is Heron's formula. All right, and we use this formula to find the area of the triangle when we only know the side lengths. Okay, so we may not know the height, but all we know is all 3 of the sides. So what it says is A equals the square root of S times the quantity S minus A times the quantity S minus B times the quantity S minus C, where S represents the semi-perimeter, and semi-perimeter is just that, half the perimeter. Like a semicircle is half a circle, semi-perimeter is half the perimeter. And then A, B, and C are, again, just the side lengths. So let's use this for example 4, because it says find the area and perimeter of the triangle below. So since I know for the area, since they just gave me the 3 side lengths, I'm going to use Heron's formula. I need to find S. Well, S is half of the perimeter. So I'm going to go ahead and find the perimeter first. So the perimeters, if we add up all the sides, so 15 plus 17 plus 8. So we get that the perimeter is 40 inches. All right, so now we need to find S. So S is half of 40, or 40 divided by 2. So S is 20. So now we have all the information to find the area. So to find the area, we take 20 times 20 minus 15 times 20 minus 17 times 20 minus 8. And then square root that. So we get 20 times 5 times 3 times 12. So we get the square root of 3,600, which means the area of our triangle is 60 square inches, or 60 inches squared. All right, so that's Heron's formula. Not super hard. I will tell you that formula is not on your formula sheet, so that's one you're going to need to know. So if you want to now, I would pause the video, try the your turns, and then come back and check your answers.